This technique is known as Kote-Gaeshi. It's a very common technique you see in Aikido and other arts. It basically involves making use of this particular joint lock to bring it in and turn and control them through locking their structure. So even though this is kind of a takedown versus one that might be a more traditional immobilization hold, I find it works best keeping it low and using that to control their structure. So I'm sure you've almost seen this type of thing where we come in, we just do like a shoulder grab or something, and I come in here and then I make this big swing to do the throw. If he's just going to set up and take a break fall, that's fine. If he is going to resist me, this isn't going to work. So if we try that here and get in this position, I don't have anything, and that's not going to work so well. So the way that I have the greatest success with this move is I'll come in and I sort of drop my weight and wait for me to drop my weight. So here and drop. I drop my weight. I lead him around, keep it nice and low, and then I take it to his rear corner to throw. So here we'll do that again. So here, extend, here and down. And then once I'm here, I can do different types of immobilizations, turn that way and settle this in. I want to drop my weight and pin his shoulder to the ground so it's harder for him to get out. If I time it correctly, I can do this move called stirring the pot, where I can get a nice smooth turnover. So here, down, row, and I get him into this position where I can then apply the same move. But the biggest thing is I want to make sure my hand position, I want to be on the meat of the hand. It's common, people will grip lower, and I don't have control over him this way, where if I'm here on the meat of the hand, I then get the controlling lock, which is what I need to take them down. And so if you want to practice different ways of doing the takedown, I can be here and just practice that lock and see how his structure was compromised, and basically just drive it back behind. I find this is a more reliable way. It's not as big and flashy of a fall, but I'm using the joint lock to control the technique, which is why I call this kansetsu waza, joint locking technique. And so, variety of ways. One that I kind of like as an example of a minimalist movement one is a low shot. And I basically will pivot and catch this here, and then I just turn back and make move. So if we do that again, this time full speed, I can get him down pretty effectively. The hand positioning, it doesn't have to be super precise. The main thing is I need to keep it going this way. And I might cross my thumbs, or I might just kind of use this to support it and drive through. But yeah, either way it can be an effective takedown. And then just to do a couple of grips here, cross hand grab, I come in here, and then I can turn over, do the same thing. There's a Gyaku Kote-Gaeshi, which would be an inverted version off a straight hand grab. And I come in here, and then I basically get that same lock, and then I can take him down. So this is Kote-Gaeshi, Forearm Reversal.